Mayor Joanne, thank you so much for joining me. Well, we can even hear the music coming through the walls of the famous, iconic Cunard building here in Liverpool. When you heard that Liverpool had been chosen to host the Eurovision Song Contest 2023, how did you feel?
I had mixed emotions, really. We were facing a very large budget gap at the time. I really had no idea of the benefit of Eurovision or the economic impact that it would have. I just felt it was a good thing to go for, you know, what people have been through with COVID, cost of living crisis. I just think if we didn't go for something like Eurovision, then everything's just all bad. So actually, I really had mixed emotions about it because I wasn't really entirely sure what would be involved.
What do you think it is about Liverpool that sets it apart from the other cities that were bidding, and why it won, do you think, in the end?
Well, I think we've got a great venue in the Arena Convention Centre, but also our waterfront is fantastic, you know, in order to do things and secure areas off. But ultimately, I think we've had our money's worth out of the Beatles, really. We're a UNESCO World City, and I think, you know, when people think of Liverpool and the Beatles and music, you know, I think it's an easy stretch for them to think of Liverpool hosting Eurovision.
What do you think are the benefits of Liverpool hosting the contest?
So Liverpool is buzzing at the minute. There's so many people in the city, you know, new faces, I can tell, the visitors, you know, all the branding that's going up and, you know, big love hearts being posted on our waterfront, absolutely buzzing. But for our initial input, which was 2 million, we've already drew down 10 times that in terms of funding for programming. So that's without even anybody stepping a foot into Liverpool. It's estimated 40 million over the life of the festival in terms of shops and restaurants and hotels. And then even if we got a very small increase of visitors return, and like 3.5% would be £250 million in terms of impact. Other host cities, Lisbon, I think they had 37% of their visitors return, and Turin estimated 57%. So 3.5 is very conservative, but that's, you know, that's what's predicted.
What do you think about those who say that the businesses have put their prices up unfairly and that will deny a lot of people getting access?
Everybody does this. Football games across the world, hotel prices go up. You know, initially we would have been annoyed at some people jumping in and cashing in, but actually it happens all the time. I think, you know, most of our businesses will treat people fairly. People make money out of festivals and things like this. You know, people, you know, have festivals all across the country where prices go up, but, you know, generally most businesses will do the right thing.
And of course, you're hosting the Eurovision Song Contest on behalf of Ukraine.
It's really special. And, you know, for us, two things I say we're really good at. We're fantastic at supporting others in social justice and also throwing a party. So for us, we're delighted to be doing it on behalf of Ukraine. And as I see their sort of symbol of nightingales around the city, I can put it into context that if I was away from home and our country was at war, and if I could see the liver birds everywhere, that's just one symbol that would make me feel at home. So I think it's really a good thing that we're doing.
What do you think it is about the Eurovision Song Contest that makes it so unique and that it does unify countries?
So I really didn't have much awareness of this, and I haven't watched since 1981 when Bucks Fizz were on there. But it's a wonderful celebration of our individuality as countries, but also, you know, a celebration, a healthy, friendly competition between us, but a celebration of our differences and what we've got in common as well. So I just think it's really unique in terms of celebrating diversity, and it's a wonderful way to celebrate the diversity of our countries.
And do you think those themes of diversity, inclusion and equity are reflected in the values here?
Absolutely, you know, united by music, but also one of the things I put in my manifesto was a triple lock and a focus on equality, social impact and environmental impact, and their values that we've matched with the BBC and the European Broadcasting Unit to make the event more sustainable, make sure everyone's included. The National Lottery has been wonderful to us. They've given us lots of funding to make sure everyone's included, from people in care homes to children in schools, and national government have given us so much support, and British Council, lots of people have given support to make sure that everyone feels included. And one of my key factors was I was trying to remember what I remember from my childhood, big events happening in Liverpool, and I sort of remember the Pope coming and, you know, waving as he went past, but feeling that I was part of it. I want kids in Liverpool to grow up and go, I remember Eurovision, that was in my city. I remember, you know, about Ukraine, and yeah, so everyone to feel part of it.
What do you think the lasting cultural legacy will be of the contest for Liverpool?
I think, you know, we are already a global city, but I think it definitely puts us on the global stage. You know, it's 160 million people who view, who watch Eurovision, and, you know, with the rest of the programme that's going on, and being able to do this on behalf of the UK, it really, you know, it really seals our reputation as a global city.
What does it mean for you to be mayor of the city while Eurovision is here? And also, what are you most proud of in your 2-year?
So to deliver the improvements that we've made in the 2 years, as well as deliver my promises on my manifesto, which was in half the time, I'm incredibly proud of that. But as I say, I talked about the triple lock and applying that to Eurovision, making sure everyone's included, making sure it has a good social impact and a positive environmental impact has been what I'm most proud of.
Mayor Joanne, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.